What's going on, everybody? Robert back again, bringing you guys some more content. So I've been thinking a little bit about my channel here. I know I do real estate, but I kind of want to shift into talking about some other stuff other than real estate, some other stuff that interests me. I'm sure it's going to interest you guys. Maybe things about personal growth. I mean, I don't want to sound like one of them gurus that telling you, okay, you have to do it this way, because there's many different ways that people can grow in life and become better people. But I want to just kind of take it more towards a business standpoint, as far as like finances, money, real estate, investing your money, things that you can do to better your life, better yourself. That's kind of where I want to run this. People that have businesses or are thinking about starting a business, we could start talking about how the steps that you need to take to run a successful business, things that you need to do as far as taxes. Taxes are a big thing that people don't know a whole lot about. We could talk a little bit about that on this channel. Also about marketing, all right? To run a successful business, you must be very good at marketing, all right? Because people are going to buy services from you really based on what they know about you or what they've seen from you. All right, so we'll talk a little bit about that, how I get business, how to increase your business by using some different techniques and tools and stuff that you could kind of put in your toolbox to help you guys out. But today we're going to be talking a little bit more about finance. Before we go into the material, let's just go ahead and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Also, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Turn on that bell notification so you guys can get notified every single time that I post a video on here. Without further ado, let's get into it. Guys, in the last 10 to 12 years, we have seen the economy do some crazy things, all right? Back in 2008, when the market crashed and when we went into recession last time, we saw the market, kind of dip down. People were filing for bankruptcy. They were foreclosing on their homes. There was a lot of different reasons for that, why the market crashed and why we went into recession. But we could get into that later. But what I want to note is that in recent years, the times, that we, within the last 10 years or so, we have seen just this market increasing like this. It's been on an upward trend, right? For the most part. All right. Housing market, it's been great. People have been selling houses, buying houses. It's been really healthy. All right. Well, 2020 comes and, we had the coronavirus pandemic, which many people thought it was going to completely crash the market. And then yet we were going to go into another recession. That a lot of economists were saying that, this could be the catalyst for crashing the market, for the second time in recent years for most of us. Yet we didn't see that at all. The market kind of was going up, came back down for the coronavirus pandemic for about a month, I think it was. I really don't remember it being too long of a crash. And then all of a sudden it's just been going like this. So I've seen a few different things. I've seen people getting wealthy off the stock market. People investing, and people who have invested money are getting pretty wealthy off of that. More Americans start saving more money, all right, in recent times since the coronavirus pandemic happened. This is normal for people to start saving money during a crisis. And being in real estate, I've seen the housing market go bananas over the last year. We have more buyers than sellers. When we get a buyer or something, or when I have people call me want to buy a house, I really can't help them because I don't have anything to sell them. There's nothing on the market right now. So it's been crazy. It's been a crazy year for everybody. Also, Dogecoin has went up. I don't know, what was it last month? It's something crazy, like hundreds of percentage of increase. It started, I remember, a lot of guys bought in at like 5 cents a share. Now, you could sell those shares now. I think the market's at 34 cents a share or something like that. So people have made a lot of money in recent times. The market's just been going crazy. And if you can take opportunity and take advantage of that, then that's great. We also need to look at the other end of the spectrum, okay? We've seen the market kind of do some crazy things, all right? But yet, Americans do not save money, all right? We are terrible at saving money. We're really great spenders. But when it comes to saving money, Americans are terrible at doing that. cost of living has went up. Since the market has been on the incline and on the uptrend, we've seen prices increase. All right, that's not changed. Prices are going to continue to increase. Things are going to get more expensive as time passes by. So today we are going to talk about how we can make more income for ourselves. All right, so let's look at how we can increase our income. All right, so let's look at millionaires first and foremost. Okay? It's really not a secret how these guys make millions of dollars. They invest whatever cash they make off of either their businesses or their other investments. They take that cash and they reinvest it into something else, okay? So let's just talk about some investments that you can make that's inexpensive and possible for you to make. So let's think about one, okay? I'm a real estate agent. I love real estate. So obviously top of my list of investments would be real estate. All right, real estate gives you the opportunity to make that investment. You can leverage your money from a bank, so you can have a bank pay for it, right? As long as you come up with a down payment, pay that loan off over time, own the piece of real estate. That's an investment that you can go in there and touch. You can go see it. You can make sure it's still there. All right, guys, and this is going to bring you tremendous wealth over time because it's always going to appreciate. Another thing is a Roth IRA, opening up a Roth IRA and contributing to that Roth IRA every single year. Max that thing out. Also 401ks. What you can also get into is in the stock market, right? Maybe not so much individual stocks. If you guys do not know anything about the stock market, I do not encourage anybody to go out there and start putting money in on one stock, all right? If you guys do not know anything about the company, it's probably a bad idea. And this comes with doing a lot of research if you're going to be putting your money in single stocks. The safest way to get yourself into the stock market is go to a brokerage, and you can go ahead and buy these things called index funds, all right? My favorite index fund is the S&P 500. It has been doing great over the last few years. It is on an upward trend. It's going to be a little bit slower than, say putting your money in single stocks, but, putting your money in single stocks is more volatile than, say, putting your money into an S&P 500. The next thing that you can do to increase your income is those side hustles. I know everybody likes the side hustle, all right? Everybody wants a side hustle, right? Because it gives you a little bit extra cash, a little bit extra spending money, maybe help you out with your rent every month. But side hustles are great. Some things that you can do as a side hustle is pretty much you can flip furniture, all right? I know guys that flip cell phones. They buy, junk cell phones, fix them up, flip them. All right. You can also, get into flipping houses if you're, got a lot of money or you got some money to spend. You can do, you can get into real estate that way, start flipping houses. Also, I got a buddy of mine that also flips old cars. So he'll buy these old cars for like $1,000, just beaters. He'll fix them up a little bit. He might paint them. But basically just takes it, and sells it. Say if he buys a car for $1,000, he'll then go ahead and fix it up just a little bit, maybe clean it up, and then maybe sell that same car for maybe $2,000, $3,000, to where he's making a little bit of a margin. Another thing I've seen people pretty much go crazy with is on Facebook. You can actually go in there and say if you know how to bake or you know how to do, make bows or kind of make homemade stuff, you know what I mean? You guys can actually sell that on Facebook, all right? People actually buy that stuff. You can market your stuff through that platform on Facebook and sell whatever products that you make at home because people like homemade crap. Guys, my next favorite topic is actually going to be saving money. Americans really don't save money at all. A lot of people don't have $500 for an emergency. If they ever needed $500, they're pretty much screwed. Ways we can save more money is actually looking at your budget, going into your checking account, your savings account, see exactly what you're spending your money on, all right? I like to tell everybody when I'm giving advice about finance is, you got to look at the little stuff, all right? The little stuff always adds up. The trips to McDonald's, the going out for coffee, the Starbucks, whether it's even stopping for a burrito or going to get breakfast in the morning as you're going to work, stopping at the gas station, going to get sodas, it all adds up, all right? Let's say if you make $4,000 and you pretty much spend about $3,800 of that leaves you about $200 to save and invest at the end of the month. So I would say, you really need to go in there and start looking at what you can cut back on. Ideally, it would be great for people to save at least 30% of their income. All right, that's their monthly income. 30% of that, and you should be pretty good. Also, I'd like to mention, you guys really don't need an $80,000 car or an $80,000 truck. If you guys are really wanting to make more income, I suggest that you guys kind of get rid of those luxuries. As far as having a nice car, a nice truck, you really don't need it. Okay, you got an $80,000 truck in the driveway. Maybe that's why you can't save any money. Sometimes, guys, saving money is just kind of not enough, which brings me into my next topic is may need to switch careers. Guys, you may need to be going back to school as far as getting a bachelor's degree, or you may need to just go to a trade school to learn a career that's totally different than what you do now. Talking about bachelor's degree, depending on your field of studies, okay, because there's some field of studies that you can get into that, you know, when you get done with school, it really don't pay that much. You probably might be in a worse situation than you were before. So it's best to kind of investigate, research those topics, research those jobs, those degree plans and things like that to make sure that you're not screwing yourself when it comes to actually getting a job after graduation that pays more. Now, having a bachelor's degree opens up a lot of doors. You know, sometimes they're good, sometimes it's higher paying jobs, sometimes it's not as high paying jobs. It really just depends on what you study and what what kind of skills that you have. The biggest thing is that, I would look at more or less, okay, if I'm working a job and if I go to school to get a bachelor's degree online or looking at, increasing my education or my academic skill set, would I be more promotable within the company that I'm at now? Also, trade schools are wonderful. Don't want to forget about trade schools. Trade schools are great. You can go there fairly inexpensively. I think you could, go to a trade school and spend probably less than $5,000, $10,000 at times, which really is not that expensive when you're looking at changing careers completely. Guys, it's important to know that increasing your income will come with a lot more work. It comes with a lot more educating yourself. Just be prepared that if you are looking into increasing your income, that you are going to have to work a little bit more. I tell everybody, that really wants to look at increasing income for them and their families, they need to educate themselves. It really starts with education, okay? You guys need to know the market conditions, what's, popular right now, what kind of services do people need, what kind of things are employers looking for in candidates that they want to hire. When it comes to side hustles, what's trending right now? What do people want? What do people buy more of right now? That can also help you out great. Don't forget about investing your money. All right, millionaires did not get to where they're at by sitting around working for a paycheck every single week. Yet sometimes that does work, right? Especially if you have a high-paying job. If you're making $300,000 a year, it is possible to become, get up to the millionaire status by just, trading time for money. But for the most part, that's not really realistic for any normal people, right? So it takes taking your money, saving your money, also investing your money, changing your mindset, all right? You guys really need to get out of the mindset that, okay, I'm going to get a really high-paying job, and in a few years, I'm going to make all of this money. My life is going to be great. I have to say that does not work most of the time. Okay, say that I'm not going to trade really my time for money anymore. All right, I want to try to get into a career that I can go ahead and get, compensated off of the effort that I put into it. Just like with real estate, okay? I sell real estate. All right, I get paid based off of the actual end sale price, right? Whatever the house sells for, I get a percentage off of it. And basically, I'm paid for however much effort I put into that deal. I have to say some deals are hard, some deals are easier, and some deals are just plain out stressful. But it's good because I get paid depending on how much effort I have to put into something or how much I'm willing to work for that paycheck. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video today. It was pretty good. I've been thinking about doing this video for a little bit now, and just recently, kind of wrote everything down of things I wanted to say to get it out there to you guys. All right, so please like my video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, do not forget to hit that bell notification so that you get notified every single time that I come out with new content. All right, guys, so I hope everybody has a wonderful day today, and please stay safe.